Hey, so I just wanted to hop on and do a quick review of the purple carrot meal kit. I already opened it last night and I got it in yesterday, and I went ahead and opened it and put the stuff in the fridge, but I wanted to show you kind of how it comes. So generally comes in a box about this size. Sometimes the boxes are a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, but this is about the average size. Comes delivered to your door. And then you open the box and it has a recipe book that has, so every week you get a choice depending on what your plan is, but generally you'll pick 3 of their meals and you can add more meals onto it, but you'll get a choice between I don't know, 8 to 10 different meals. I can't remember how many, but they automatically select 3, but if you want to change it, you can get online and change it and pick 3 different meals. But all of the recipes are in this book. I guess I can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have your choice of 8 different meals, and then you can pick 3 of them. And the book has just kind of recipes for all of them, so even if you don't order some of these, you have the recipes for them if you wanted to buy your own ingredients. And then it has kind of some extras too, so if you have this subscription, you definitely get tons of recipes, even if you don't buy the ingredients. But yeah, so this is kind of what the recipe looks like. I get the one that's 2 servings and I get 3 meals a week. And so each of these meals, they have the ingredients and it's enough to make 2 servings. And so they'll send you all the ingredients except for where you need to use oil. So they assume that you have salt, pepper, olive oil, vegetable oil, but they send you everything else that you need. And then it's step-by-step instructions that takes you through cooking each of them. And what I've also found too is I used to post my stuff on Instagram quite a bit, and the way they have your instructions set up, whenever you plate it at the end, it looks really nice for Instagram. But now that I haven't really been posting as much and I've just been cooking it, I found out that some of the steps, you can kind of combine them and get the stuff done faster, but your food doesn't look pretty when you're done. So I found that I'm getting through the recipes a little bit faster because I'm not focused on trying to make it pretty. But if you post on Instagram or something like that, you definitely have some nice looking meals on the majority of the meals coming out of here. It plates up really nice at the end. So yeah, so you just have all the recipes in here. Really easy to follow step by step. I will say when I first started getting the box, it has a cook time on each of these. I was not a good cook. I had no experience cooking whatsoever, and it took me longer than the cook time that it said on there. But now that I've been getting it, I've been getting the box for probably way too long, but I like the convenience of it, 2 or 3 years now. I'm getting more closer. I don't really pay attention, but it's definitely closer to those cooking times. I'm definitely getting a lot faster at getting through, but just an FYI, if you are not familiar with cooking, if you don't know how to chop vegetables very well, and if you're not comfortable with kind of moving through the kitchen and moving from one step to the next, it might take you a little bit longer. But now I'm pretty quick at it, so that is one thing I feel like I have learned how to cook a lot better from doing this, and especially with kind of weird vegan foods. I forgot to mention this is a plant-based box, so all of the recipes that they come with are all plant-based, but around here, stores don't really sell some of the plant-based products like tempeh. You can find it tofu, and I found tempeh for a short time. My Walmart carried it. You may find seitan and stuff, but that wasn't stuff that I was going out and buying, and I didn't know how to cook with it whatsoever. So this has definitely got me a lot more comfortable with cooking with some of those plant-based ingredients that I wasn't familiar with. Definitely got me used to different kinds of spices and things like that. So if you want to learn how to cook plant-based and you don't have any experience with it, I would definitely recommend this. And The cost of the box is, I forget, I think it's like $72 a week, which is kind of expensive. And then, you know, so it's $72, but then you get basically 6 servings. I think I divided it out and it was like $12 or $13 a serving, which seems like kind of a lot, but then I don't know. The serving sizes are usually pretty big. I would say like 80% of them are pretty massive serving sizes. Sometimes it's a little bit less, but yeah, I mean, I think about like what I would pay going out to a restaurant or even to get like a combo meal for fast food these days, and it's, I would say, an okay price. But yeah, I guess the benefit I get out of it is the convenience and kind of like, I wanted to learn how to cook, and I definitely feel like my cooking has improved, and it's, you know, they're all pretty healthy meals, and so I think, to me, for now, it's worth it. But I've actually started skipping some weeks just to cook for myself some of the weeks, so I'm kind of trying to wean myself off of the box a little bit. But yeah, so I may get it every other week, or you know, whatever. Or if I feel like I have time to cook every week, then I'll do it. But that's one thing I like about them, is it's really easy to get on their website and like skip a shipment. Like the whole month of December I was busy, and I wasn't gonna have time to cook, so I just skipped all of my shipments for the whole month of December. So they make it really easy to do that. It looks really easy to cancel. So yeah, you're not like locked into this every single week. It's really easy to skip some weeks and save some money if you need to. So I like that aspect about it. You just have to remember to get on and do it. But they send you an email every week, a couple days before they ship it. It's too late to cancel it at that point, but it kind of reminds me to get on and look and see which shipments are coming and if I want those meals, and to change the meals. So generally, like once a week, I'll get on the website and look at what meals are coming up and decide whether or not I want to cancel the next delivery. So that's just an option, and I have like a million of these now, so I've got a stockpile of recipes to pull from if I want to decide. So one thing I was kind of concerned about, that bothered me about this at first, is the sustainability of the packaging. So I mean, it comes in a box, which I recycle every week, but it is taped with like plastic tape, which ends up, when I first started this, it was when I was coming off of this kick of really, really trying to be low waste, and so like every piece of plastic, just like, I just hated it. And so if you're one of those people still, I've kind of stepped away from that, because it's just, to me, seems a little bit impractical. But, you know, just so you know, it will come wrapped with plastic that you pull off and throw away. And it comes packed in these, which say you can recycle them as a paper insert, but you'll want to ask your recycling place, because when I lived in a different city, I was able to throw these in the recycling, but when I moved in this other town, the guy was like, no, you can't recycle those. So I'm not really sure why. Like, I feel like I could throw it in the paper, but I may ask again. But this place, they had told me that they don't take it. So I've been just throwing it out. Now I live kind of in the country, so I've got a yard. So I've been like putting it in my compost, and like basically I just have a pile that I've been throwing stuff on and not turning it or anything, just seeing what will break down if it sits outside. I've been throwing them out there. I feel like if I have a garden, I may like lay these down the garden, like between the garden rows, to maybe help with weeds. But I don't know. I've just been kind of handling them myself. And then it'll generally come with another piece of cardboard in here to kind of separate stuff inside. Like I said, I've already put this stuff in the fridge, but I'll show you that stuff in a second. But there'll be a piece of cardboard, and depending on the time of year, there may be anywhere from like 1 or 2 to, I think at some point I've gotten 4 or 5 of these ice packs. And this was the part that probably bothered me the most, was getting all these ice packs. And they say that the gel is like, I can't remember the word that they use, but like they insinuate that it will break down, and that if you want to recycle the pack or get rid of the packs, that you can cut the end off the pack, dump the gel out in the trash, and then recycle the packs as a plastic film. But I don't know, at this one house we lived, I was like dumping it outside, and that gel did not break down in water. Like, I think they said it was water soluble, and yeah, it just got kind of gross. So I kept a bunch of these for a while to try to think if there was anywhere to donate ice packs to, and never found it. So that is one thing I hate to admit, but I generally just throw these away every week, which I know it's a waste, but compared to eating fast food every day, this is a lot less waste than that. So that's how I validate it to myself. But just, you know, if you're really like anti-waste, and this bothers you, unless you have something to do with these ice packs, you'll have to either throw them away or find something to do with them. But yeah, but these inserts came out, and they're like this long, so like I said, it might be good to lay it down in like a garden row or something. So you can definitely do something. I would say the most non-recyclable part is the ice packs, and then I'll show you here in a second the containers that some of the ingredients come in. Okay, so this was what was in my box this week. So I have my 3 meals. I got spinach, grilled cheese. I got those lettuce wraps, and then a peanut stew. And so each of them comes in their own individually wrapped bag. Like all the ingredients will be in each bag, except for some of like the bigger ingredients that can't be fit in the bag. So this we've got like Swiss chard, and then sometimes it says like which recipe it goes with, and other times you just kind of figure it out. So spinach, and every week they send you a bowl of garlic to be used across all of the restaurants. So you'll get definitely a garlic every week, and then your ingredients in all the bags, and you'll usually have garlic left over to use for other things. And sometimes they'll send you, this is kind of a bonus, they'll send you like a vegan product just to try for free. And so this came this week, and we actually got one, I think in my last box. I pulled this out. Like my last box, we got these pepperoni slices. So they do partner with plant-based brands to kind of give out samples of products too. So that's kind of fun. Get down. So yeah, that's what came in this week's box, and I will open up one of these and just kind of show you what the ingredients look like. Okay, so this was what came with the West African peanut stew. Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of packaging, but most of it can be recycled as plastic film. For each of these bags, I've just gotten in the habit of keeping them to kind of reuse as I need bags. I used to foster some kittens, and so I would use them when I would scoop out the boxes. But yeah, so they've measured out the grains, and then also like a lot of times sauces and things like that will come in little plastic things like this that can be recycled. Sometimes if there's like a liquid, like a sesame oil or something like that, it comes in a little plastic bottle that can't really be recycled. And yeah, like when I was trying to be zero waste, I kept all of these. I still tend to keep them sometimes, just in case. I thought, well, maybe there'll be somebody around here that makes oh, I think a delivery guy's here. All right, yeah, got the delivery. But yeah, they just send you the amount that you need in little packages and stuff. So yeah, and yeah, a lot of times they send beans and corn and things like that will come in a package like this. And we don't have anywhere around here that recycles these wax cartons, so that would be another area of kind of waste if you are on the zero waste thing. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward and easy to follow, and I kind of like having the ingredients all measured out for me. So that is what you get if you get a purple carrot box.